Okay. So super excited to be here with you all. Have we done our homework at all?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm really fucking stoked to talk about it. So I love what Devin did. So if you guys have sage at all or your candle, please light it. If you don't have sage, you guys need to go and get sage. It's going to be what you need to do. That is, you can order it off Amazon, or you can go to a spiritual shop, or you can actually go to like a weed shop too, like a smoke shop. They'll have it. Because
I've had a sage, like one of those big rub stick things.
where'd it go?
A rub and tug, Dave?
No, like I used it when I moved into this house.
You give it a little
rubbed
punch
it down
slap
the
and a
sage?
A
tickle.
little, the
A little
sage.
tickle.
Oh, I gotta go get my.
a
I
little
gotta.
rubbing stick.
Gotta get my
Just like
my
that.
crystals.
Yes, get your crystals.
Get your
Yeah, me
rocks.
too.
Get your rubbing stick too while you're at it.
He has it, dude.
It's always attached to him.
Oh.
We know Dave isn't super creative about names, so now we know. Anyway, so my first question to everybody, we'll wait for Dave to come back.
Oh God.
You okay?
Don't smoke the
Yeah.
sage.
Yeah, I was, I got tested out.
Fuck yeah, man.
The last time I did this, my cat stuck his tail in the flame
I know.
and it stank really bad.
That's funny. So
I'm
I
a
have
douche.
most things that I'm sending you guys. I'm
Mhm.
in a little bit of a debate, so I might be sending you something here in a week. So might be a little longer, but I'm thinking a week, within the
Are
week.
you gonna put from dicks.com or something on it so I know it's from you?
Absolutely am. I'm gonna put from I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Dude, that was the funniest website. So I go to the company website and there's like a tab like start here and it's like why Fosdick? And I was like, seriously. And then you click on it, it's like our long, hard, innovative packaging. And I was just cracking up. I was like, this is the funniest thing. I was like, oh, do you guys realize how hilarious this is right now? But yeah, and then it was so Mr. Fosdick, he died at some tragic accident.
Aw.
I don't know. I was like, oh, it's sad. But I was just like, I don't know. I
Did it have to do with his dick? Is that how he died?
don't think so. I think he was just something about a plane.
Something about a plane.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So what did we think of The Secret?
Thought it was amazing.
Dawn thought it was amazing. What about everybody else?
No, it's good.
Oh my God.
Nice, Katie.
That's what I have to say about that.
You made John's candle flicker.
It just came out. Sorry.
So when I was watching The Secret, I was like, man, this is really familiar, and I actually write about it in my book. This guy Earl Nightingale.
Yeah.
So the recording that I talk about, I don't refer to The Secret, but that's where this guy was like a recording. I don't know. He would talk on the radio or record albums. But one of his recordings is The Secret, and it's like from the 50s.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And it's exactly everything that was in that movie.
That's amazing. Look how full circle that came. So-
It never registered, like that part was not, it didn't register to me back then. When I listened to it, it was more about like working hard and, you know, your mindset, you got to set goals, and that's what I heard. I just listened to it today again, and it's all the same shit, but it is a completely different context now.
Mm. Where did you find it? Is it on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe at the end of the call, would you share the link with us?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So what would you guys take away? What was the biggest? I'd love to go around the circle, and I'd love for everyone to share their biggest takeaway from The Secret.
I guess I can start. Can you hear me?
Mhm.
Okay, sorry. Like the biggest thing like that stood out to me was like that there's enough for everyone. Like there's enough to go around. And like literally my success is not somebody else's failure, and you're not taking from somebody else if you're living abundantly.
I love it. Beautiful.
Mm.
Next.
I put focus on what you want, not on what you don't want.
Ooh, yeah, because when they talk about like debt, right?
Mm-hmm.
Focus on, I'm gonna eliminate the debt. I'm gonna eliminate the debt. They're like, yeah, but you're
Mhm.
still focused on debt. And you know who says
Right.
that? Is Amanda. Amanda, and she talks about it in her book too. She talks about like instead of focusing on eliminating debt, we're gonna focus on overflow. And because
Yeah.
we have overflow, we will have enough. Look at Dave loving Katie patting her pussy. Like, what the fuck?
I was waiting for her to
furry one.
aim her cat's asshole at the camera.
It crossed my mind, but he doesn't like when I pick him up. He's very difficult. So
It's not a
you look
tree,
at
Dave.
his little nut sack too. I'm just kidding.
Aw. Be
Look
nice
at
to
him.
Kitty.
I sent a picture of Victor's red rocket to Katie today.
She loved it. She loves Dick.
I don't discriminate, man.
No.
I love all kinds of dick.
See, but I just think it's so important. You know what I'm saying? I just think it's so important that like we change that, because I would love to hear what you guys have to say about that. Is like how many of us grew up even up until like right now, right? Like we need to eliminate the debt. We need to eliminate the debt. But
Mhm.
the thing is it's still debt. It's still what we don't want.
Yep.
John and Devin, you're being quiet. You want to chime in? How does that feel?
No, like my takeaways was just embracing what you want. And energy flows where attention goes.
Mm.
So
Mhm.
it's to go right along with that debt. If if your attention is on debt or negativity at work, then the negativity is going to come because that's what you're asking for. And I also like the part where they were talking about the story of Aladdin with, him asking, the story, if, they talked about it where it was, if you go back, there was no three wishes. It was as many, there was no mention of the number of it. It was, you ask the universe and, your wish is my command. So if
Mhm.
Beautiful, but
so that was,
it's so true. It's so true because, and like we circle back to like what Katie said and how they start out the movie, and it's like, well, there's always enough. For some reason, we get this idea that if we all have exactly what we want, then nobody else, there's just not enough. But it's not true. We live in an infinite universe, right? So I think that's really, really important. And I just love how we tie it all in. So focus on what you want. So, you guys, if we want more money, then we focus on abundance, overflow, so much. infinite money. We don't focus on not having money. Does that make sense? We don't focus on there's not enough. We're not focusing on the fact that we want our bank account to be bigger. We just focus on what we already want, like we already have it, right?
Mhm.
I just think that's really important, especially when you're like me, who grew up, and I think a lot of you can relate to this. I grew up in a very lack mentality. So that's what I've known, you know? And so then it has felt like such a struggle to have abundance. It feels like it's been such a struggle to have more than enough. It's not really a struggle. It's just this is the struggle in here. Does that make sense, you guys? Can you relate to that?
Mhm.
The struggle's
Yep.
really in here. It's not really anywhere else. Devin, what were your takeaways?
And along those lines of whatever you think you can or cannot have is true.
Mm,
So essentially the power of the mind gets you what you want, whether that's good or bad.
love it. So some things that stuck out to me. I just rewatched it again right before this call because I wanted it fresh in my mind. A couple of things that stood out and I want to go over with you is the power of visualization. So when we're children, right? What do? We imagine things all day long, right? We have tea parties, us girls, we would have tea parties and there'd be no tea, but what did we do? We visualized
Portion
that
tea.
there was tea. We visualized that we were having tea with the king or the queen, or we were the king or the queen, or we were the head of that, we were the mom or the dad, or what the fuck ever, right? And like, you know, cops and robbers, and what we do? We visualize the bad guys. Like we were just using our imagination all the time, right? So that is such a key part to all of this because when you start thinking and your mind's eye right here, why it's so important is because why? Why is this so important? Focusing here. Because it's directly connected to how we feel. Remember, it's all about how you feel. It's all about how you feel. So that's why when you're focused on debt, you feel lack. That's why you attract lack. Does that make sense? It's not the words debt. Okay. It's not the words, it's the feeling. Okay. So if Dawn decided she grew up correlating debt with somehow fuck tons of money, it's the feeling that word correlates for her. Does that make sense? So it's feeling. And that's why the visualization was just so huge. And then they go in and they start talking about, you know, vision boards. Now, here's the thing with vision boards. Yes, make a fucking vision board if you want to. Like, do whatever you want to do. I'll tell you what I do. This is why I binge Pinterest. So at night, before I read my Amanda, or after, it depends, whatever my mood is, I go onto Pinterest and I use that time to visualize what I want. Sometimes I'll go like I'm buying a house on the ocean. Like that is going to happen in Maine. They're actually relatively inexpensive. And I want a house on the ocean, overlooking the ocean, and I want to have like 5 acres of land. And actually, my house is for sale. And I just keep visualizing it, right? Like I just go there and I just see it and I see it and I feel what it would feel like to have that house, to live and be there, right? And I do that with Pinterest. So like Katie knows one of my dream cars is a G-Wagon. So what do? I look at them. I look at Mercedes and Range Rovers constantly. And I'm constantly like, oh, do I want this or do I want this? Would this make me happy or would this make me happy? Does that make sense? Because why? Where am I, John? Am I feeling good or am I not?
You're feeling good.
I'm feeling good. And what happens when I'm feeling good, Devin?
You send that vibration out to the universe.
That's right. So then we attract more of that, right? And so I'm just saying, like, use the visualization, guys. Use it. Use social media to your advantage. Don't get so sucked into the bullshit. You know, one thing that Adam does, Adam is actually my husband. He's really fucking good at manifesting. Like this guy, he like thinks it and then it happens. I don't know. But you know what he'll do? That's because he becomes obsessive about it. So he'll go on Instagram. He doesn't do like the bullshit scroll. He goes and he looks at boats. And not just any boats, the boats that he wants. And he just scrolls and scrolls and he visualizes it. And he sees them like going in the ocean and he's like, babe, imagine us being in this, you know, and it's like the little boy in him comes out. But then eventually he gets exactly what he wants. Okay, because he's using, do you see how he's using his visualization and he's using social media to his advantage?
Mhm.
So I want everybody to please keep that in mind, okay? If you have your journal, write that down. If you don't, it's fine. But I want you to start using, like, we're going to be pros at using our social media. We use our social media does not use us, okay? So let's talk about algorithms, okay? So algorithms, they'll show, like, we'll be on Amazon shopping or we'll be on fucking Facebook looking at something and then it shows up on Amazon, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, it shows up everywhere, right? So
Mhm.
let us be looking at what inspires us. So then on every social media page, everything we do, it's like, here's your G-Wagon, Autumn. Here's your fucking Tesla, Dawn. Here's your fucking whatever, you know, your whatever the heck you guys want. Like, there it is, here it is, here it is. Because then what happens?
Then you'll get it.
Then we're feeling it. And when we're
Mhm.
feeling it, we got it, right? Use social media for you, okay? Very important. So the next thing, does anybody have any questions or anything they'd like to add on that? No.
Mm-mm.
John, I'm sorry. You just have to speak up tonight because I can't see you. So if there's anything that you want, it's not that I'm ignoring you. I just can't see you.
Sure, sorry. It's
No,
the
no.
lighting.
Yeah, don't apologize. I just want you to know. I didn't want you to feel ignored. I didn't want you to be like, yes, I have something to say, and then I like skip over it, and you're like, bitch. Oh, look at Dave and Katie, such cutie pies with their cats.
Okay,
Nope,
my
no,
cat does not
no
love
cat.
me, so this is weird.
It was
No, your
Norman.
cat does love you.
Oh,
Oh, did he just bite you?
See, there
He's
you
like,
go,
you're right, I
Katie.
don't.
You just said your
Man.
cat didn't love you and your cat just bit you.
Manifesting.
Manifesting.
Jesus,
he's
this
gonna
work.
come rolling in here like you didn't do shit. No.
That's so funny. So, and the next thing I really want to touch upon on The Secret is dis-ease. Does everybody remember that part of the movie?
Mhm.
So that's you. I have in the past, like, so John and Katie would be familiar with this. Is I've had many clients watch the Netflix documentary Heal, and that really, it's the power of our mind and the power of positivity. And I really need everybody to understand this. Okay, if this fucking guy can be paralyzed and through his fucking thoughts, okay, walk. I just spit up. Sorry. Oh, that was gross.
Yeah, throat burp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's Dave.
But if that guy can walk, if that woman can heal herself in 3 months of breast cancer, we can literally do anything we want. And so, and I want you guys to know that that's not an anomaly. It seems like, because there was only like 3 or 4 people on the movie, it was like, oh yeah, it only happens to them. No, it happens. They have a whole documentary of like thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of cases of people who healed themselves through their thoughts. But you focus on what they did. They were not stressed. Okay, they alleviate stress. I want every person to know. Okay, so we are fucking high level, right? We're taking things to the next level. Next level people like us, we don't spend time in stress. And I want everybody to know that. Like, I'm not going to allow any one of you to spend all your time in stress. If that is who you are, we are going to work on that, because stress creates dis-ease. Stress is going to create debt. Stress is going to create an unhappy life. Okay. So we have to choose again, Gabby Bernstein's choose again method. We have to choose every moment. We have to do the things that we know that support us in not being stressed out, and choose to think new thoughts. You can stay in the stress thoughts or you can go into the happy thoughts. You fucking choose. Okay. And listen, it doesn't mean we're not going to have stressful moments. Doesn't mean our dogs aren't going to eat a fucking porcupine. And, you know, I thought I was having a heart attack in the fucking vet. like literally stroking the fuck out, right? We have our moment. We do. But I'm going to tell you, I'm not staying in a state of stress in my whole life. Okay. And it's very important for all of you to like, you know, especially John, whereas, you know, and Katie, you know, working as cops and like obviously one of the most stressful jobs there are. You know, Devin, you're very stressed out all the time. I know that. It is not like it's no longer acceptable. Okay. And I'm laying this boundary for all of you because it's just it just can't be a part of us anymore. And every fucking day that you're feeling stressed out is a day lost. It's a day lost. You're causing dis-ease in your body. There's no need of it. God didn't put you here to be fucking walking around stressed all the time. Let me tell you, there's a lot of other people that can be stressed. You don't need to be. You don't need to play into that. Okay. You get to change your mindset. You get to change your vibes. Now, is it going to be super simple? No, but it's just like anything. It's creating a new what, Devin? Creating a new what?
Thought
Yeah, or habit.
or that.
So we just need to create new habits, okay? And I'm holding you up here. I'm holding you to a really high standard. And it's important that you meet that if you want to change your life. Do we understand that?
Mhm.
Who has anything that they would like to say regarding that or about the secret? Does anybody have anything they'd like to add in with that? No?
No.
Okay. Dave, you good?
I took a bunch of notes when I was watching it last night.
Yeah. Is there if there's anything that you wanted to add in, this is your time.
And like the big thing was visualize and materialize. And like the 3 steps was ask, believe, and receive.
Yes. Hey, Johnny. Right there. Love it.
Shift your energy to create what you desire.
What's that mean to you?
So, like when I was meditating, you know, I was kind of like imagining my aura, my energy being one with everything and just kind of attracting all the good energy, all the abundance, the wealth, the happiness, the ability to help other people,
I love it.
all that. So,
Beautiful. Anybody else have anything before we go to Amanda? I love that. Thank you for sharing with me, Dave. I really appreciate it. So let's flip into our notes for Amanda. What did we think of chapter 1? John, you liked it. My biggest critic liked it. Wow, proud of you.
Oh, John. Okay.
I knew you'd like a money book, Don.
Yeah.
What'd you think? What'd you think of our first chapter, Don?
I thought it was good. I mean, her history, she has the history of where she comes from with her thoughts, being a little person and looking at 2 sets of lifestyles, and being not enamored of the one, but being we'll just say dazzled by the other. You know what I mean? Like kind of intrigued. That's the word, intrigued of it, And just remind me, like when I was little, I was intrigued and fascinated by stuff. I remember I just remember this right now. When I was 5, my BMW obsession started when I was 5. My next door neighbor, we lived in some apartments before we bought the house, or before my parents bought the house, because we moved from Washington State. And I remember the next door neighbor, he's out there waxing, he washed and then he waxed his BMW. And I just remembered the logo of the BMW, and that had always just stuck with me. And when I was little, I just thought his car was really cool. I don't know why.
I love that. That's amazing. That really is.
That's like weird. I always thought that's weird. Like when I watched The Secret or the Secret the first time, I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, I always think those kinds of things, but I just thought I was like weird or something. And I was like, good to know I'm not weird. Been manifesting since I was little.
Yeah, you've been on it since you've been little. That's amazing.
Mhm.
And a contrasting experience for me. I knew one wealthy couple, like that was the only couple like I grew up with. Later on, I met one, like another wealthy family, I should say. But um, I didn't get to take note of any of that until I got older, if that makes sense. And so like
Mhm.
you have a really unique story, and like that's a great perspective. And like I didn't know shit about cars or like any of that. So I just think it's really cool because like look at who you are at soul level, girlfriend. Like you like
Thanks.
the finer things in life, just
Yeah.
naturally.
Yeah, but it's so weird too because I grew up just regular, but people because of my dad's job and because the town we grew up in, it was just regular people. But everyone always thought like, oh, you guys have a lot of money because your dad has a government job. I was like, we don't have a lot of money. We wouldn't live here if we did. I was like, we live over in those other neighborhoods, and so I never thought we had like a lot. But then I would look around. I was like, well, do we? I was like, I don't have more stuff than my friends. I have the same amount of stuff. Like the same quality of stuff. So I don't know. Then everyone just kept telling me how fancy I was. So then I was like, okay, well, I'm fancy. I'm going to be fancy.
That's
So
right. I love it. I love it. Living up to that.
yeah.
What about you, Devin? Tell me about your thoughts of her first chapter.
I thought it was really easy to relate to her. I really liked how she just stressed that like overflow of money is possible, like so easily possible, and kind of broke down the different thoughts around like your family and just you yourself, how you acquire stuff. Like it's easy to just correct those things and get it.
I love it. So good. Yep. Katie, what about you?
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I feel like there's a lot of stuff, like Amanda's religious upbringing. It's really easy for me to relate to, and just like
We can only see your nostrils, just so you know.
Well, that and what's below the nostrils.
Yeah, we can.
it's all important shit.
Yeah, put those things away.
Um,
Jeez.
What things? Uh, I lost my train.
About religious.
The
my train of
religious
thought. Oh yeah,
religious
the
things.
religious thing. Yeah, so like how she grew up, and religion kind of really made me look at money as like a really bad thing. Like greed's bad. Being rich is bad, even though we had rich people in our church that like did a lot of great things with the money, but like for us it was always like, no, it's not like it's not for us.
Mm,
I don't know.
no, that's good. Dave?
Yeah, I could relate. You know, my mom and dad got divorced when I was 5. My mom um, hadn't got her high school diploma. I think she might have had her GED or something like that at that point, and she didn't work, so she stayed home with me and my brother. And I remember, the food stamps and the welfare, and going to the welfare office and getting hand-me-down clothes from other kids in the neighborhood. And my mom's younger sister and brother were both business owners and very well off. And I didn't understand it. And, my dad always just worked really, really hard. He had like that German, like work ethic, just you work all the time. And I still don't know how much money he used to make. He never talked about it.
Yep.
very frugal.
Yep.
Even when I'm sure he was making decent money, we would still go to Sears and buy clothes off the sales rack. And I was always the poor kid at school, you know. That was
Well,
just
I can
kind of
relate.
like my mindset, and I figured there would. I don't know. I didn't know how to come out of that.
Yep. And so what do you think this first chapter helped you with so far?
Really my mindset. You know, I think throughout my life, a big focus has been on debt and always trying to pay down my debt. And I mean, I feel like I've always had debt.
Yep. Beautiful. So now what do we know?
That I'm going to focus my energy on abundance and
More than enough. And
yeah,
overflow.
yeah, not worry about
That's right.
any debt because with abundance there won't be any.
That's right. Yep. Beautiful. And she actually has a whole chapter on debt, so just don't stress about it. This is just the beginning. So, and it's actually really good. So, John, what about you?
I think it's one of the common things that I look for, at least in like a self-help book, is the where can I relate with this person? Where can I see a part of me in them? And I think it was just like her upbringing and not having abundance was, you know, similar with me, like we've talked before. And just, you know, you have to work hard to be ahead. And if you stop working hard, then that's when you fall behind. So
Yeah.
that's just kind of my thought, you know, just relating with her. So now I can then, you know, get into the book and be like, oh, okay, you know, I can relate to her. So I'll take what she's saying more serious than someone else.
I love it. So I do. I really love that, John. And it's the buy-in, right? We all need buy-in. So do we feel like we're all bought in? Do we feel like we're gonna like, because like my goal would be for us to continue together, reading each chapter, studying each week, doing the journal prompts and discussing it. Do we feel like that's cool? Like, are we in line with that?
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here's what's coming up for me to share with you. I think everybody needs to set some intentions by July 1st. Okay, July 1st is when that week we'll be concluding this round of the high level mentorship. And I would like to see that you have set some intentions, goals, whatever you want to call them, to achieve by then. Okay. My goal is to see that you all get back your initial investment, but you have to have that goal. I can't set it for you. So I would like to see you guys do that. But do what set whatever you want, but get behind it. So a couple of things. When we need to set these intentions, because we can't just be manifesting nothing. We need to be manifesting on purpose. We need to be thinking on purpose. That is what is going to like get you the fuck out of your head and get you the fuck out of your shit and focused. Because when I'm focused, I'm out of my head. When I don't have a focus, I get in here. And I bet you all can agree with that. In fact, I know you can, because I can see it in all of you. When you have a focus, like Devin, you've been so focused, you've been in a great mood, like doing things to yourself, being high vibe. When you don't have a focus, it's not good. I'm the same way, but I see that in you. I see it in all of you. I know it in all of you, but I know that I wanted to share that with you, Devin, because I'm so proud of you for applying to jobs and doing what you're doing. I'm really proud of you, and for the blow dry today, which I think Devin needs a weekly blowout. That's just me. Why are we getting perverted, you kids? I have children on here.
Last time we were on here, you're saying how she needs to increase her sexy time, and then you're talking about blowouts.
Weekly blowjobs, Devin. Duh. Okay.
She needs
I don't
it
think I don't think that benefits me, Katie. So no.
It depends on how you look at it.
Dude,
That's
Seriously.
right.
mindset, Evan. It's all mindset.
What's that?
It's all mindset.
all.
Maybe John's mindset.
Jesus. So I want to. I'm gonna. Fucking John. Okay. So I want to read something to you out of the book, and because this really means a lot. Okay. Energy is everything, and everything has energy. The energy in which you do a thing determines the outcome of the thing. Tell me what that means, somebody.
If you half-ass it, you'll get a half-ass result.
Okay.
So you can go to the gym, you can be like, oh, you can go to the gym half-ass and eat half-ass, and then you're only gonna half-ass lose the weight.
Okay. Give me another example.
Enthusiastic blowjob is better than a half-ass blowjob.
Well, then what's the result if it's a half-ass?
A
Well, the
non-happy ending.
half-ass. No, the half-ass one will take way fucking longer. Yeah, with the sore jaw and everything.
So if you
Yeah, we
half
focus with your intention.
so if you half-ass that, then if you half-ass the blowjob, then it's a half-ass experience. I'm just trying to make sure. I'm trying to make it relate.
For half the people, yes.
Okay. So I'm glad we're all on the same page. What I was thinking more along the lines of, I know where John's head is now. I mean, Dave's head.
Which one?
I don't know. All of them, I guess. What I was thinking more along the lines of is, if you manifest like chaos, like if you manifest in chaos, meaning I need this thing, holy fuck, it has to come, oh my god, I'm a mess, oh my god, then when the next time you are in that frequency, that's when you're going to get the thing. Does that make sense? Because energy is energy. So if you could say, hey, money flows to me, this is fucking great, like I love my life is good, I'm thankful every day, I'm this and I'm that, and money comes. And then money comes there. Or you go, oh my fucking word, oh my god, I need money, I need 10K, I need it right now, holy fuck. And then you manifest, but do you see that, how the energy is going to come in? Do you see that? Does that make sense to everybody?
Mhm.
Energy is everything. So Amanda says, meaning the intention, expectation, and emotion in which you do a thing has more to do with the result of that action than you have allowed yourself to realize. You are able to embody various energies. Everything is created through emotions. Energy is created through words. Energy is created through visualization or imagination. Energy is created through holding an intention. This is really, really important. I'm just gonna read this last part. As you vibrate at a frequency, you attract from that frequency. That's what I was just talking about. Does that make sense, you guys? So whatever frequency you're at, you're attracting from that. So if you choose to be in fucking stress, that's what you're gonna attract, is more stress. Okay? Everything has a frequency, and money has its own frequency. As you vibrate at a frequency of more money coming into you, then the easier it will be for you to create more of that reality. Opportunities for money will come. Unexpected money will come, and you will view money, and you will view the money that you do have very differently. Does that make sense? So let's talk a minute. Everybody tell me, we're going to go around circle since we're making this a money night. What is the frequency of money to you? What does the frequency of money feel like to you?
Calm.
It feels calm to you. What else?
And I got this shit. No worries.
No worries.
I know when I get paid, I feel happy.
Feel happy. What else?
Excited.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I open up my, the email for, because we do everything electronic, pay stub wise, I know exactly how much I'm getting, but it's always exciting to open it up and actually see that.
Mm. What about you, Katie?
I don't know. It makes me happy. Like every time I see every time I check my bank account and I see the money hit it, I'm like, yes.
No, that's good. So everybody said it felt like calm, it felt like happy, it felt like I got this, exciting. So where do we need to be and what do our thoughts need to be if we want to attract more of it?
Nice and chill.
Can we be in chaos and attract money?
Mm.
Not if you feel that money is this. If you feel money is chaos, then you can. You see that? But since you guys all did not feel like money is chaos, you feel like money is calm. You feel like it's like smooth, like fucking, I got this. Like, don't worry, bitches, I'm paying for dinner. Come to my house. Whatever. Whatever. If that's how you feel about money, then you have to maintain and be in that vibe. Amanda will tell you in her book, she knows the frequency of money and she stays there. She just stays in that frequency, stays high vibe. Does that make sense to you?
Mm-hmm.
So do you think that if you are stressed the fuck out all the time, are you going to receive copious amounts of money easily?
No.
Now we've seen that you can be stressed out and you can receive good money. You're going to work for it, right? You can receive good money. But let's try a new thing where the new belief is this. You don't have to work hard to receive a lot of money. What about we just receive money because we do, and we're worthy of fuck tons of money because we are, and that's it? What about if money is just our divine birthright? Then we make it no big deal. And that's another thing that she says is we have to make fuck tons of money no big deal. The moment you start making, like, let's just say, I'm just gonna, because this is a really big thing in like the entrepreneur world, is to make $10,000 months. If you have 10K months, you're a 6-figure earner, and like that's the first hurdle that you made it as an online entrepreneur. Okay. Excuse me, I'm pulling a Katie and burping. But here's the thing: if you make 10K months mean so much and you put so much onto it, do you think it's going to be easy for you to manifest? No. They feel hard. They feel like it's this big mountain that you're climbing. It feels so much stress and so much pressure. And it feels like, oh my God, I just need to get there. Right? But what if it was like, bitches, look what I just did. Look what I just did. Look what I just fucking did. Right? Completely different. It's just a different energy, right? Like if I come to you and I have this story and I'm like, Devin, oh my fucking word, I've been busting my balls, like blah, blah. It's been so hard. Holy shit. That's not a good vibe, right? But if I'm like, Devin, look what I just fucking did. This is fucking cool. It was fucking easy. Do you feel how the difference is?
Mm-hmm.
Pick where you want to be and be there. Does that make sense? Then we have to do the work. I've taught you guys the process. I might sneeze. Sorry. I've taught you the process. The work is to always stay in the energy and the frequency of money. When you cannot stay there, okay? When you cannot stay in the energy and the frequency of money, what happens?
It doesn't come to you.
That's right. But what comes up? Does anybody know what comes up typically?
Worry, fear.
Yes. Limiting beliefs, limiting ideas, right? Fear is like fear, your beliefs about money and your limiting ideas, it's just a fucking idea that you can't have whatever you want. It's all it is. A belief is a thought that you think over and over and over again. That's all a belief is. You change your thoughts, you change your beliefs, you change your life. It's fucking simple, but yet we make it so complicated. We love to just believe we can't be millionaires. We love to believe that money doesn't come easily to us. Why? Who wants to fucking believe that? Change your fucking thought. Change your thought. That's what I'm teaching you to do. That's what this book's teaching you to do. Change your thought, you'll change your beliefs, you're going to change your life. You picking up what I'm putting down?
Yep.
Good.
Smelling what you're stepping in.
Excellent. I love when you smell what I'm stepping in. So I'd like to go around and I want to make this like I want to do it quickly because I have a lot of things I want to get through, but I want to go through this. So at the end of her chapter, she asks some questions and we're just going to rapid fire. And please go in a circle. So don't wait all night to fucking tell me your answer. So what are you afraid of?
Letting money consume my life.
Boom.
Afraid of feeling overwhelmed with the business that brings in the money.
Boom.
Always be in debt.
Yeah.
I'm afraid.
Sorry.
Go, Katie. Go, Katie.
Okay. Okay. Stop. You're making me laugh. So I'm afraid that like if I have like lots of money that my family's gonna judge me and I'm not gonna have them in my life anymore or something.
Ooh. That's huge. Devin.
And I'm afraid I'll miss out on my children's lives by needing to work.
Ooh, snap. I'm afraid of failure. So what I did is I defined what failure was to me. So if you ever like feel like it's broad, right? If you ever feel like it's a little broad, you need to ask, well, why? And so I'm like, why the fuck am I afraid of failure? And then it was, I'm afraid to be poor. I'm afraid to be unloved, and I'm afraid to be alone. And not living in passion. So all four of those things equal failure to me. And do you see why that's important? Because we can all say I'm afraid of failure, but what the fuck is failure? Because John's definition and my definition are two different things. So whenever we go broad, we have to go and get specific. Okay. What stories or memories really bother you? Do we have any quick ones?
My dad getting angry for leaving lights on because electric costs money, and
Beautiful.
if I'm not paying for it, then don't waste it.
Beautiful.
I remember we'd always buy off-brand stuff to save money.
Ooh, that's really good, Devin.
What would you buy?
Off-brand.
Like off-brand, like generics or like the store brand versus getting like the real stuff.
Love it.
Yeah, we did that too. Yeah.
Keep going. What's another story or a memory that really bothered you that came up?
I worked really hard and broke my body only to end up further in debt.
Katie or Dawn?
What's that?
Oh no, sorry, Dave. Are you done or no?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
That's essentially it.
Yeah. Oh well, it's really powerful, and we're gonna talk about it at the end. So, Katie or Dawn?
So like when I was a kid, we'd see like people with money or something, and I'd be somewhere with my family, generally my grandparents, and they'd be like, "Oh well, they're just like they're evil or something like that. And recently my brother was like, yeah, all rich people are evil. And I was like, okay, why do you say that? Like, so now if I end up having a lot of money, then I'm just all of a sudden evil or something.
So Katie, it's very, very important that we went through that with you, because if we do not fix that limiting belief, you are not going to be a rich bitch.
And it's all relative too.
Mhm.
If you have to live in poverty to not be evil,
And how can anybody who's poor like help anybody? You can't really like, go and help make people rich by you being poor. The poorer you are doesn't make anybody else rich, right?
Mhm.
As much as like some people don't want to admit it, money is power, right? Money is a resource to get us to where we want to go. You want to help people, the best thing you could do is get rich. Because then what? Then you can donate to people. You can fucking fly different places and go be with people. You traveling is easy, right? You can hire different people. You can buy from small businesses. But if you have none of that, then what the fuck are you doing? Okay. Dawn, go ahead.
Um, well, I don't have any like bad memories of money. Like when my dad would tell us no, it was just basically so we wouldn't be totally spoiled. And of
wasn't
course, at the time, say,
about money, honey. It wasn't
huh?
just about money. It was just any stories or
Any
memories.
story?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Then I do have one. So
Okay.
in algebra in ninth grade, my parents, math was always hard for me, which is also why I'm passionate about what I do, because I was always that person that was asking a bazillion questions. And so in algebra, and I got decent grades in junior high, and then in high school, they wanted to put me just in algebra. But I was like, no, I really want pre-algebra. And it's like, I can't, I'm not there. And my parents were like, no, 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 you can do it. You can do it. I was like, I cannot do it. And so they were like, well, why don't you do this? You go to algebra, and if it's too hard, we'll back you up and you can go to pre-algebra. So then the time came, and I was like, look at my grades, it's not working out. And my parents would not let me go to pre-algebra. So I was pissed. And I was like, dude, people stop, like the two people who are supposed to have my back don't have my back. So after that, I've been like Little Miss Independent. I was like, so that's like one of my things. I'm like, I'm gonna make my own money no matter how much, someone else makes. I'm making my own. So that if anything ever happens, I got me.
Boom. Boom, boom. I wrote like 7 down. How many did you guys all write down? 1.
I just wrote the one.
You guys all just wrote 1?
Mhm.
I wrote a couple. I have another one. If something was too expensive, I was told to get my own job and buy it myself.
So what's that mean to you?
Yep.
That I couldn't really depend on someone else to provide for me the way I wanted.
Mm,
And I would have to work hard to get money.
that money
So I
doesn't come
kind of
easy.
dual.
Right. So the duality, that money doesn't come easy to you. Beautiful. If you guys only wrote down one thing, I want you to put a star, and I want you to go back and I want you to make a list. Okay. I wrote a bunch of shit.
memories
What?
of bad memories.
It just says, what stories or memories really bother you?
Oh, okay.
I have, like I said, I wrote down 7 because they're the ones that really stuck out. We all have a lot of shit, but I've done a lot of healing, so I only had 7. But one thing I can tell you was not being loved by my family members. So my entire family, like when I was 13 years old, my aunt basically, she told me to go to hell and told me like, fuck you, because she made my mom cry on a Christmas Eve. And I called her and I was like, hey, Annie, like, why the fuck is mom crying right now? Like, what's going on? And she's like, fuck you. You know, you can go to fucking hell for calling me. I don't know who the fuck you think you are. And I'm like 13 years old, like, what just happened, right? So for me, that was a big deal, because then like my whole family fell apart, and it just felt like on both sides of my family nobody loved me. So what that created in me is a deep need and desire to be loved. So I did some fucked up shit to be loved. Does that make sense? And
Mhm.
so And so from that has followed me. And that's the point of this, you guys. The point is to like pull up shit like this, because then you see how it's reflected in your life, see how it's played out in your life, because it always, always, always does until you heal it. Okay? Excuse me. Oh. Katie, what has gotten into you? What have you not forgiven yourself for? Tell me one thing.
Feeling that I have to work hard to earn money or lots of money.
Powerful. Who else?
This is
We're fucking off in college.
We're fucking off in college.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I had to repeat basically a whole year's worth of classes because I was like, it's time to go to happy hour.
Happens.
Yeah.
Happens more than you think. Just
Right. But I was like a whole fucking year. I was like, God, I mean, I was not pretty up here.
That's all
But I got my
right.
shit together.
And that's all that matters. And you know what? That year helped you to define you, helped make you who you are. So
Yeah.
she's like, I can relate to that.
I started over, like had to start over completely. So there's that.
Mhm. But see, but you chose to start over though, right?
Sort of, yeah. I mean, it was a good choice. I mean, I'm happy with it now. But yeah,
Mm-hmm. So
at the
it's
time,
good.
it was devastating at the time. But yeah,
Right.
What else, guys?
well, I haven't forgiven myself for allowing people to make me feel like shit about myself.
Powerful. David, Devin?
I have I actually have two that really stood out for me for not, I guess I haven't forgiven myself for being so hard and critical of myself, and also for losing my job and putting that burden on John financially. And it put a huge burden on myself too. And that kind of tied right into it. The critical and being, I was really hard on myself. It was a really bad time. And that's probably why I struggle so hard with my jobs and not feeling confident when I apply for stuff.
Beautiful realization. Very beautiful. Dave?
So it's related to the bad memory one as well. So to give you context for both of those, it's in 2019 is when I got terminated from Orange County Fire Rescue, and I was working more. I was working more than I had ever worked before, teaching leadership. I was a dive instructor, working extra shifts. I was on track to make over $140,000. And the woman that was living with me was milking me dry, and I had no idea how I was making more money than I had ever made in my life, and still, like, I was in more debt than I had ever been in my life. And so I struggle to forgive myself for failing to save more money and manage my debt effectively.
So powerful. So I want, Katie, are you going to share yours? Or you shared yours? Katie, did you share yours?
Yeah.
What is
Share
it?
my what? My what?
Share?
didn't
Kevin,
share.
I can't keep it together when I see your face.
Well, every time she asks you a question, you're like, What?
I know. She's like my worst student. But then she'll like, the thing is then after the call, she'll like know everything that happened. She'll like message me and she'll go over word for word everything that fucking happened. So it's like she is here. She just doesn't look like she's here. What have you not forgiven yourself for, Katie?
Well, I said earlier, I haven't forgiven myself for allowing people to treat me like shit
Yes,
Yeah.
she did.
and make me feel like shit.
That's what I thought. I thought she said it, and John's like, "No, she didn't." I'm like,
Yeah, so
I
who's
was trying
really
to
paying
make her
attention?
participate more. I was trying
Who's
to make
really
her
paying
participate
attention,
more.
John? I'm participating just fine, John.
she
This
wants.
is the Katie show, all
I just
right?
wanted you to participate more.
So here's what I want to say, right? Because this is all pretty deep shit, right? Like for me, I'll just share with you is I have not forgiven myself for trying so hard to be loved and find love in ways that I did. I so if you can read between the lines on that is growing up, I was with a lot of different men of all different ages. When I was 14 years old, I looked like I was 21. I passed. I would not even get ID'd. And that became very dangerous. 14 years old, that became very fucking dangerous. A lot of older men did not give a fuck. I was 14 years old, okay? And I was looking for love. So we know what happens, right? And I can't, and I have a very difficult time forgiving myself for that. Now, I look back at 14 years old and I look at a 14-year-old and I just want to love and hold her and hug her and be like, holy fucking shit, everything's okay, right? But when it's you, you have a hard time with it. You all can relate to that, right? It doesn't matter whether you're 14, 48, whatever, right? Here's what I want to say. Couple of things. How has it felt to be in a boxing match with yourself, holding yourself accountable and not allowing yourself to, like not allowing yourself off the hook? The number one person that you should be letting off the hook is yourself. But for some reason you haven't. You can go and forgive all these other motherfuckers who've done you wrong, but for some reason you can't forgive yourself. That's a bunch of bullshit. Number one. Number two, I empathize. Clearly, I haven't forgiven myself up until now for that thing. So I'm not like talking down to you. I want you to see this differently. And one thing is I want you to stop making your past mistakes mean anything about you. Your mistakes don't mean anything about you. Stop making it all about you. Just fucking stop. It happened. We had to learn a lesson. Okay? We had these thought processes. We all have experienced shit. Stop making it mean anything about you. It's okay. Dave, holy fuck, let yourself off the hook. You made a fucking mistake. Who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? John, you have this like negative thought pattern. Like, cool, don't worry about it. Like, just let it go. I mean, Devin, you went through shit in your marriage, and John's like, I got you. You know, but at least the universe set you up to have a man who was like, I got this. Don't worry about it. I went through the same thing with Adam. When I started my business, he was not supportive. I got me because he didn't want us to fucking lose everything we had. It was a constant fight. We almost got a divorce, like legitimately almost fucking separated. The divorce papers I printed out and told him to sign them. Like that's how serious. I wasn't fucking around. It wasn't good. But what I'm telling you is, so every time you beat yourself up over that, don't make it mean anything about you, Devin. At least God gave you John at the time. Has nothing to do with you. And it was just a moment in your life. That's what I'm saying, Don, when I say don't make that whole fucking thing, don't make it be about you. You had to learn what you had to learn. Fuck it. Here we are now. You know what I'm saying? Katie, same thing. You're the same as me when it comes to what your whole, like you can't, you haven't forgiven yourself for. But what I'm saying is, how would it feel to just not be in that jail anymore in your head? How would it feel to be liberated? How would it feel to be like, well, that happened. I forgive myself. Because if you can forgive the motherfuckers that walk all over you, then you better be able to forgive yourself. Because if we don't put ourselves first, then nobody else can truly come first in our lives. If we do not love ourselves first, you do not truly love anybody else in your life. And that's the truth. You have to love you first. And the magic comes from that. Oh fuck. Drop my book. Let's see. So there's a couple other questions, but we're gonna skip the questions, and this is what I want you to do. I want you to repeat after me. Can everybody in a spot to be able to repeat after me?
Mhm.
Okay, we're gonna do this together. Repeat after me. I am ready.
I am ready.
I am ready.
I am open.
I am
I am
open.
open.
I'm open.
And I am willing
And I am willing
I'm willing
to see things differently.
to see things differently.
I am willing
I am
I am
willing
I'm willing
to now have a shift in my perception
to now
to
have
now
a
have
I'll
a
have a
shift
shift in my
perception
perception
around my money
around
My-
my
around my
money
money
and around any other area
and
and
around
and
any
around
other
any other
area
area
in need of transformation.
in need of
in
In need of
transformation.
transportation.
Formation, not transportation, John.
Tried to slip that one by.
This is the last part. I am available
I am
I'm
available
I'm
available.
available
to see patterns,
to see
see
to
patterns,
see
patterns.
patterns,
close doors,
closed doors,
Closed
close
doors.
doors,
rearrange paradigms,
rearrange
Rearrange
paradigms,
Strange
paradigms.
paradigms.
and enter a new experience with money.
and enter
and
a
enter
new
a new experience
with
with money.
Good job. Did that kill you? Because you all felt like torture. All of you were like, fuck, she's gonna make us repeat something. Okay. Here's what I want to ask you. Let's make this again round table pretty quick. We have a lot to get through, and then we're gonna do some meditating and do some healing. Okay. Does anybody have any questions or anything they'd like to say so far? Are you enjoying this? Or no?
Yes.
If you're not, it's okay. Like Dave and Katie, your heads didn't do anything. So if like either one of you aren't enjoying it, then just get the fuck off the call. No, I'm just kidding.
I was nodding.
Okay, I just couldn't see. All I could see are your teeth.
That's because he turned the lights off to do something. I don't know. What the fuck are you doing?
Hot in here. I had to take my pants off.
Wait, why is there a peanut butter jar next to you, Dave?
John, you went too far.
John always goes too far. You guys think this is bad. You just wait until we're all together. Nobody's gonna get any sleep. Everybody is gonna be, it's gonna be funny. It's gonna be fun. Good thing we have an assistant this year, right, John? Thanks for making that happen, because now we don't have to worry. I don't have to get the fuck up, and we don't have to worry. Breakfast will be made every single morning at the crack of dawn. Thank God. Okay.
And Autumn's gonna be singing every night.
I will. I'm gonna sing you to sleep every single night. And then you're gonna miss me. So then I'm gonna have to create recordings of my singing.
I have recordings of your singing, Autumn. So.
And I'm gonna
I
be
do
like
too.
Nicki Minaj. That is the most brilliant thing ever. Holy fucking shit.
How about I'm going in? That's what
Little
song is this,
Wayne.
guys? I'm going in.
It's
That
all I
was
can
it.
remember.
That's
you-
all she's saying.
But you want to know what's really funny is I've listened to that song on repeat all week for some reason. I was really vibing with it.
Did
So I
did
know-
anybody else listen to my Silky song?
I did. I was like, I only was the only one who knew what it meant the first time. I was like, good times.
Fucking Dave and his, I don't know.
Dude, you guys missed out. That was some good fucking music those days.
What was the song?
It's by Heavy D.
Oh, I don't know. Sing it to me, Dave. Sing it to me.
it's a rap. I thought you would appreciate it.
Oh, I'll have to listen if I know it's a rap.
Yeah. Heavy D and the boys.
I don't think I know them.
Well,
I'm just showing my age now.
If it
1992.
doesn't,
Yeah, I was 2 years old.
Oh my God. I thought today when I was walking into the grocery store, I was walking in the grocery store today, and the song that cracks me up every time it comes on is Back That Ass Up. And I just thought of, I don't know, for some reason I thought of all of that.
Oh my God, really, seriously. I grew up like on a pretend pole dancing to that, okay? I'm like, I don't know what's wrong with me. I told you I was looking for love in all the wrong places. Okay, so this is very quick rapid fire, okay?
Mhm.
How would you like to experience, how would you like your experience with money to be moving forward? Tell me, I just want really quickly, tell me like a little, like what you're looking for.
I would like my experience with money to be a beautiful, abundant relationship, to feel loving and blessed with gratitude.
Love it.
I wrote, I would like my experience with money moving forward to feel as though it is so abundant that I am able to help more people than I ever thought possible.
I love that, Dave. All about service. That's really nice. John?
I'll go.
Kevin, go ahead.
I would like money to be positive and feel amazing and replenished without effort.
Ooh, love it. John?
That I have an abundance of money, that family doesn't have to worry about money, as I can help them when they are in need.
Love it. Katie?
I want money to come easily and not feel guilty about it. And mostly, I want crap. I forgot what I was saying.
All right.
You only said like 2 words.
I'm sorry.
Listen, that was very
Hey.
profound for Katie. Okay, Devin, don't make fun of her.
I'm trying, okay? A lot. Give me like that.
So the last question I'm going to ask you is, if it were all up to you, what would be occurring in your life with pertaining to money? Don't everybody answer too quickly.
What was the question?
Fucking Katie's rubbing off on everybody. Literally.
Bad analogy.
No, I'm just teasing. Okay, the question is if it were all up to you, what would be occurring in your experience with money?
Positive, no worries.
Love it.
I said, if it were up to me, I'd be buying what I want when I want. No price tag lifestyle. Market price meals on the menu when I want. Four Seasons, Ritz-Carlton lifestyle, private planes. Life would be easy and breezy. Savings and investments are overflowing. Donating thousands when crisis happens.
Well, I love it. I love it.
I'll go. I would be traveling, exploring, buying things I've always wanted but said was too expensive.
Ooh. Katie?
Be like everything's paid for. Don't have to worry about it. Myself and my brother can have like whatever the fuck we want. My parents, I can pay off all their debt, that kind of stuff. And yeah,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Dave?
I just wrote that my experience with money would be positive and I would feel blessed.
Love it. I'd feel blessed. I'm going in. I'm going in. Okay. Okay. How are we feeling about money vibes?
Feeling good.
We're feeling good. Okay. And we're in the boob vibes, clearly.
Yeah, can't really focus with those
Her
things
boobs
bouncing.
and
I
cameras for a
noticed. I
second.
noticed everyone's face was like. Okay. So here's what. Okay. What I want to know, is there anything that anybody would like to bring up, discuss, talk about before we continue? Is there anything anybody wants to bring up, talk about, heal, move on? Anything that you're struggling with? Anything you need a little bit of help with right now? The angels say yes. The angels say there's somebody in here. Don't make me go in the circle and ask, because they'll tell me. All right, we'll circle it because no one wants to fucking talk. Is there something that Katie needs to talk about? Nope. Is there something that John needs to talk about? Yep.
I actually don't know, to be honest with you.
Okay. We'll take a guess. If you did know, what do you think it would be?
Uh, it's that, as I will call it now, the revolving toilet at work, or at least the atmosphere at work. It's like I do all the, the positive work out here, and part of me is pissed at myself because I'm letting negative energy at work still affect me.
Okay. But what if we just didn't let that mean anything about you? What if we just don't let it mean anything about you? Like, let's just call a spade a spade. It's hard to be around negativity all the time and then not be negative. Like, that's just the truth, right? So, what if you just stop? So, one thing, this is really hard for a lot of cops to do, is what if the job just isn't life anymore? And what if the job, and this is just me flowing, John, so I don't want you or anybody to get defensive about this. This is just me flowing. What if it doesn't mean anything about you? And what if the job isn't life? And what if the job doesn't define you? Okay. What if your career does not define you? What if we start looking at your career as an investor for what you really want to do, for your passions? What if we started looking at things just a little bit differently? And we don't have to bring a negative connotation to the job, but we all know that it can be very negative, especially the atmosphere that you're in, everything that you've gone through. And what if we just look at it and you just put your own spin? What if you're in the first investor in your soap company? What if it's just an investor in your, in Sylvie's life, right? Because it helps her to have whatever she needs. Like, what if you just took the pressure off of it so much? Does that make sense?
Hmm.
How does that feel? Okay.
Yeah.
Did I upset you?
No, not at all.
Okay. Good. Because I wasn't trying to trigger you or upset you at all. I just wanted to say what they're telling me to tell you.
No, and that's one thing I've thought about, is that I don't want to be known as, John the cop. I want to be known for a lot more.
Absolutely. Beautiful. Okay. Is John complete? He is. Does Devin have anything that she needs to get off her chest? Nope. What about Dawn? Dawn have anything? Nope. What about Dave? Dave. It's boys' night tonight. What do you want to talk about, Dave? Okay. Well, take a guess.
No, I'm feeling pretty good after today and last night. I've actually talked to a few people about the secret, and I was like, this freaking manifestation shit works.
Mhm.
I'm blown away.
I have that effect on people, really.
No, I'm feeling pretty good.
Good. But there's something that you want to talk about. It doesn't have to be bad, but there's something that you want to talk about. Was that all he had to say? No. Just guess. What's on the tip of your tongue? What do you want to tell me?
No, I mean, the only thing that I was looking at was what I wrote down last night in my journal.
Is it what he wrote down in his journal last night? Yep. What is it? John, I thought you were watching your weight. I just had to give him shit because he was all talking about it. Okay, keep going, Dave.
If I were designing a new reality, I would have an abundance of money that would fund travel for my family and friends as I taught and spoke in order to help people find their own truth and purpose.
How's that feel?
Feels good.
Does it feel good? Does it feel like it's attainable?
But yeah,
Does it though?
does it feel attainable?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, no, I'm on board. I'm excited to see how this plays out.
Good. All right. I don't know. It was something you had to share with us. Do you feel better now that you got it off your chest? I have no idea. This is what they want you to say. Is there anything else that Dave needs to say to us? No. Are we complete with the circle? We are. You feel better, Dave?
Yeah.
He's like, I didn't know I was feeling bad. Okay. Okay. So let's see. Are we still cool with the money vibes? Everybody pumped with the money vibes? We're gonna stay here. We're gonna work on them. Are we good with that? The angels say they're good with that. So with me, this is dowsing. I'm gonna teach you all how to do this. And for me, a yes is a circle and a no is what's going on right now. And then can you show me a yes? And then a yes is this. Okay. You see the difference?
Yeah.
Okay. So just so you know, when I'm dowsing and I ask questions, because like at the retreat, you'll see me do this, and then before I even interpret it, you'll be able to know the answer. Okay. You guys remember me dowsing at the round table, yeah? And then we heard some like crazy fucking noises. But it was the angels talk with me through my dowsing, nobody else. I set that boundary very clear.
Wait, wasn't that my angels that were making some noises?
Yes, it was when we doused it.
Yeah.
Was totally yours.
Yeah.
Were they gassy?
Yes.
No, they were like walking upstairs. Like we heard
Yeah.
like
Yeah, the
creaking
whole house was
upstairs.
creaky. It was creepy.
Yeah.
Freaking
That house
creepy.
was cold and creepy. But we got to have all the doors open and
It was.
sing to each other.
But you know
They have
what?
like 10 space heaters going.
We did. We don't gotta worry about that at this one, guys. This one's definitely far higher end. But
We can snuggle.
yeah. And this one we can all hang out with, like the rooms and beds are big enough for all of us to be in like one room. And it's much newer. And yeah, it's better. But it was an experience, okay? And you have to admit, the view was really nice at that other one.
The porch was really nice where I had my hair cut.
I can't wait till we'll put everybody in the Suburban and I'm going to drive you guys and show you this other house and you're all going to fucking stroke out and be like, this is the fucking house. Because I did that with Lori. I brought her and I'm like, yeah, this is the house we rented. She's like, are you fucking kidding with me? Like, listen, it's got a little pizzazz. She's like, Autumn, you're a fucking idiot. Like, what is wrong with you?
Hey, we had a great time.
That's what
I
said.
thought it was great. I loved it.
It was. It's just funny.
I
'cause-
didn't know any different.
No, because when you see the house that we have now, you'll understand. Because like she just came from that one, and she's like, what the fuck is wrong with your head? Like, listen, I got what I got what I could take. Okay, I was like a high school fucking boy. I was just whatever I could take. I just took whatever I could get.
She was looking for love in the wrong places, man.
Yeah, man, I was. I really was. All the wrong places.
Isn't there a song like that? You're looking for love in all the wrong places. Yeah.
That's like me. That was me. I'm better now. I'm healed now.
Little- Dave will post the YouTube video later.
Yeah.
Yeah, he will. And he's gonna like tell us the whole like meaning behind every word in the song and stuff.
No, that one's easy to understand.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Silky Silky. I wasn't sure.
Silky STD.
Funny.
Katie almost spit all over her phone.
Is that
That
a
would be the
Labatt?
first time. What?
Is that a Labatt?
What?
Labatt?
Is it a Labatt?
That?
Is it a blue? Labatt blue? Is it a blue light?
Beer.
No,
What all the UPers drink?
I'm so confused. Oh my god.
Dave, you're showing your age.
Do you have Labatt's in Wisconsin?
I don't even know
Okay,
what that
we,
is.
we drink Miller High Life here, the champagne of all beers.
Yeah, that's my. That's
It
what-
is the champagne of beers.
Or PBR.
What it
Thought
says
it
on the
was
bottle.
Milwaukee's best.
Hey, maybe I'll bring some Natter Days.
Oh, jeez.
Is that Natty Daddies?
It's pink lemonade and natural light in a can.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
actually really good.
Isn't it like the flamingo one or whatever?
Yeah, it's like a beach theme.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Water.
It-
It's water.
Well, we will have to have so like when you guys get there and everything, either John or Lori is gonna have to like pile people up and take them to the Hannaford. That's like 10 minutes down, just so everybody can go get like I just want you guys to be able to have some snacks, get whatever you want to drink, just so whatever makes you comfortable.
Are we going to that gas station place with like the coffee shop and the cupcakes
And the cupcakes
and the whoopie pies
the whoopie pies and all the food.
and the burgers?
Yeah, oh, yeah, we're gonna go there.
That's a good place.
That's a good place. I'm gonna bring you some new places, and then we're gonna go to some old places that you've been to. It's gonna be really fun.
Can we go to the crystal shop?
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Going to the
Shit.
No, not the one in Kennebunkport, the
Oh,
hardware store.
no.
Hardware store.
No, we're not going out there. I'm not bringing everybody way the fuck out here. Okay. So I just doused, and we are gonna do a meditation. You guys ready to meditate? I'm gonna walk you through a bit of a meditation. Okay.
Mhm. Yep.
All right. Let's share my screen. So this is money frequency. This is what the angels doused out for. I can if you remind me, I'll send you guys the link. Someone remind me. You have your crystals around you, get them. Fool's gold would be a beautiful one to have right now. But whatever you have, get your crystals. Okay. So I want you to gently close your eyes. Start taking some deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Inhaling nice and deep, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Continue to breathe. Taking a nice deep breath, inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your mouth. If you're having a hard time keeping your eyes closed, you may open your eyes and stare at the screen. Continue to breathe. I want you to tap into your angels, your angelic realm. I want you to call your angels in. Feel their energy around you. Feel their energy all around you. Feel them all around your aura, all around your body. Allow your body to feel their energy. You may feel tingling, you may feel warm, you may feel really happy. You may feel their arms around you. You may feel and see their wings. You may feel that just the light energy all around you. I want you to soak that out. Those are your angels, that's your friends. These are the people, these are the angels, this is the energy, this is the spirit that are here to help you always, in all of your times of need. Continuing to breathe deep, continuing to see your angels all around you. And now I want you to ask your angels a question. The question is what do you need to do to receive more money easily? What is it that I need to do to be in the frequency of money? Who do I need to be to receive copious amounts of money easily? What do I need to think about to receive copious amounts of money easily? What do I need to do to receive more money easily? What is the mantra that I must think? What is It's the new belief that I must think in order to receive the money that I desire. What do I need to let go of to receive the amount of money that I desire? What do I need to let go of to receive the amount of money that I desire? Take a nice deep breath, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Asking your angels, how do I let the money in? How do I let the money come to me? Take a nice deep breath, inhaling through your nose. Feeling the angelic energy all around you. Feeling the energy of the angels all around you. Feeling your past loved ones, past loved ones, they're in the room with you, they are all around you. Your spirit guides are with you at all times. They sit a little higher than your past loved ones, so they should be in your mind's eye. They will be sitting a little higher, a little closer to the ceiling. Inhaling and exhaling. Allowing yourself to be. Allow yourself to be who you are. Allow yourself to be in the energy and the frequency of money. Allow yourself to receive. Allow yourself to be one with the money vibes. Allow yourself to flow with the money vibes. Inhale. Exhale. As you come back to your body, I want you to remember what you need to do to be in the flow. Remember who you need to be in the flow. Remember your mantra. I want you to ask your angels to be with you, to protect you, to protect your family, to bring copious amounts of money to you, to allow you, to show and allow you to be one with the money vibes. Inhale, exhale. And when you're ready, you may open your eyes. And when you open your eyes, I want you to take a few minutes to look at the screen. Take a few minutes to just listen to the music and stare at the screen and really receive the frequency of money. Be in the frequency, be in the flow. See yourself in this image. See your energy. Inhale. Exhale. And let it go. Let it all go. Whew. Great job, everybody. How did that feel? Does that feel pretty good? Anything come up for anybody that you'd like to share?
I kept on hearing, let the worries go or let the shit go. There's no need to worry.
Beautiful. I love it. What else?
I heard that I need to believe and to let go of any past beliefs and choose to believe new thoughts around money.
Powerful. Anyone else? No? Did you have a hard time getting into that one, Dawn?
Oh, I was into it. They were telling me that there's abundance of everything out there. There's abundance of money out there. And you know what to do, so stop being a scaredy cat.
Do you know what you're afraid of?
Just that feeling like it will get too big, like unmanageable.
But is it ever really unmanageable?
No, because you can always hire somebody to help out.
Fuck yeah. And not only just one person. Next thing you know, you have a team. And then the next
Mhm.
thing you know is you're just doing all the shit you want to do, and that's it.
Right.
You're not doing all the other shit.
Yeah.
Dave and Katie.
Feeling pretty
Well-
good.
Yeah, what came up?
Feeling like I should be getting a bunch of money.
Good. I love it. Fuck yeah, you should be. Katie?
First of all, I was told to let go of the fear of having a lot of money. And I felt like I did at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
I started crying a little bit, but it was like happiness.
Yeah.
But they told me that they're, you know, a song, the I Am song, that I'm healthy, I'm wealthy. Yeah, that kept playing in my head. I'm like, oh, so you sent me that song now. That's what was showing up on everything.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
I love that.
I'm that bitch.
I am bitch.
Yeah.
Yep. I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am rich. I am that bitch. I'm gonna go get that bag, and I'm not gonna
I'm
take
not
it.
gonna take your shit.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Beautiful, you guys. Beautiful. One thing that came through for me, and maybe and it could resonate with you, is that everything is always happening for us. So when we think things are happening to us, just remember it's always happening for us. Okay?
Mhm.
How we feeling? We feeling pretty good?
Mhm.
Is that a fun call?